What is going on, everybody? We are back to bitch and moan about another episode of AW Collision. I'm Nick.
And I'm Joe. What a lead in.
I'm not lying. I am not lying.
No, the show was rough.
And so here's the thing. I'm just gonna say this straight out the gate. The wrestling for most of the show was fine. The only thing, shut up. The only thing wrestling wise sounds like I have a bobcat in my background. The only thing wrestling wise that I wasn't a fan of was the 3 minute squash match that Brody King was involved with because I'm just not a fan of squash matches. I feel like they're absolutely unnecessary.
And if you're trying to push a guy, I get. So I understand the squash matches for new people, but he ain't new.
No.
He needs to wrestle people of meaningful value to the company to get himself over.
Right.
Having him squash a nobody does nothing for him.
Other than that, I feel like most of the wrestling was perfectly fine for the whole show.
That's the problem. The wrestling's never the problem.
But there's nothing.
AEW.
There's absolutely nothing story wise that happens.
Nothing's going on at all.
Except for the very end, which I'm guessing they're setting up to have a 10v10 match at fucking Maximum Carnage.
No, don't say that.
You know what's happening.
Dude, there was 3 6-person matches in this episode of Collision.
Yeah, and one of them was mostly boring. Mostly boring.
One of them was
looking at you, ladies. Looking at you.
It was all but a squash, but it was like a fucking 15-minute squash.
It's like
it was weird.
Congrats, Hyatt and Maya World. You've been signed to be permanent squash
enhancement talent. Yeah, at no point did I think those 3 ladies were beating the other 3 ladies.
Although Vert Vixen, I thought, had a pretty good showing. I've never heard of her
she
before.
Was fine.
And she booted
I think she's been on there.
Fuck out of
I think
stat
she's
at one
been
point.
on there before.
Listen, it doesn't mean I've heard of her.
That's true. Especially when you're being booked like that.
So anyways, we start off the match with our first six-wheeler match. Six. They're all wheelers. All of them suck. No, 6-person match. It's Daniel Garcia, Pac, Wheeler Yuta versus Skyflight. And then my notes,
the Wheeler.
My notes said ... Fuck me.
Yeah, this was I'm so tired of the Death Riders.
I put Whelp.
They just got go away heat with me, and it doesn't matter who it is.
My notes said, well, not only do I have to watch Skyflight and the Death Riders, I have to listen to John Moxley on commentary.
Even Kristen was like, oh. She's like, Renee, take the microphone. Just go down to the ring and take the microphone away from him.
So aside from commentary, the match was actually fine. I ended up enjoying it more than I thought I was going to. But I think I enjoyed it more for the post-match. So Death Riders win due to their BS, as they always do. And then post-match, Zyda Steele, who I've never heard of before, but apparently everyone's super excited. Like, her name was trending on Twitter and everything.
He was in ROH, apparently, and the other lady they had in Skyflight got hurt.
Yep.
So she had become a new member because apparently there's a quota that you have to fill, and it's 1 lady per faction.
Right. And she replaced Layla Gray.
Yep.
But yeah, she had a face-off with Marina Shafir, and actually looked like she was at least standing her own argument-wise.
Yeah, she got her down off the apron twice.
But yeah,
took a good bump too.
she pushed Marina. Marina kicked her into Megan Bain, who just poofed into the fucking ring out of nowhere, and took a Megan bomb or Bain bomb or whatever the fuck they call it now.
Yeah, it was a running Liger bomb.
And it was cool. I just, again, here's my whole thing. I don't even know why Megan Bain was in the fucking ring. I don't know.
She's Death Rider adjacent. That's why.
I don't know why. She's actually good.
Marina.
I
know, but she's pals with Marina. So.
But no. So yeah,
she
was there. She got a powerbomb in. They celebrated, and that was the end of that. And then backstage, we get Jay, OC, and Roderick. Roderick is still claiming he's not with the conglomeration, but also
thank you for recognizing that, like you wouldn't on Discord.
No, I said he's claiming. By the way, claiming.
No, he is. He said it himself.
Yeah, he's full of shit. But also, Mark Briscoe's on crack. I called him Jay earlier. I meant that's my bad. That'll happen forever.
Probably. Mark
Um,
Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe's on crack, and then apparently they have momentum. So that's a thing. The
Did he
word
say
of
he was on crack, or you just
No, that's what I
because of
said.
his rambly, nonsensical nature?
That's what I said. And then it was great because what was it I told you that what's his face said?
Oh, Nigel.
Yeah.
Something about spewing trash or something.
Nigel said,
As we look for it.
that's all I could understand out of the verbal diarrhea that came from his mouth. And I was like, thank you, Nigel.
Yeah, it was rough.
There are times
I like Mark Briscoe as a wrestler, but the rest of his gimmick hurts my liking of him.
there are times I really enjoy when he's all super hype. But then there are times where it's like tonight, where it just does nothing he said made sense in terms of just how it all just mumbled together, jumbled, came out, and I feel like once that happens, it's usually how when he ends it with barking because he doesn't know what else to do. It's like he runs out of jumble, and then he's like, "Fuck it, just bark at the camera."
Mumbo jumbo.
And then we get the the Brody King.
Squash. It
Squash.
lasted like a minute and a half.
And listen,
The entrances were longer.
y'all need to have Brody wrestle more. He has one of the coolest finishers in wrestling, and he's big enough to do it on almost everybody.
Here's what they should have done. They want to showcase him. They want it to be a squash, but this wasn't an impressive squash. Have him go against fucking Johnny Wrestling or that group. That way, there's it's longer than a minute and a half, and it showcases him a little more than that, and he has to overcome some odds, and he looks dominant in the process.
Who's Johnny Wrestling?
Taya Valkyrie's husband.
Oh,
With Mansoor and what's his name?
okay, so that's not what he goes by, but I know what you're saying now.
What is he now? He's not Johnny Wrestling. What is he? He's
John
not Johnny Impact. He's not an Impact.
John Morrison go by in AEW. It might be Johnny Wrestling. No, Johnny TV. He goes by Johnny TV. So Johnny
Wrestling is also.
You said Johnny
Gargano.
Wrestling, and I'm like, Gargano's not in AEW.
Yeah, I know, but
no, yeah, I'd have put him over Johnny TV, easy. And it could be a squash match. They could have done their 3-minute thing like they normally do on Collision.
Yep.
And they could have came out and it would be like 1-on-1, and then Johnny hangs out in the TV, and then it's fucking Brody, and he can come out or it could even be 2-on-1, and he could squash the both of them.
Well, then you're making them look bad. Like he can overcome.
They look bad on their own
and stuff. I know they're enhancement talent too, but then you have a series of matches with them. Since you're just gonna, this is how you're thinking you're putting him over. This gives you at least established wrestlers and not just people off the streets who nobody knows. And then you're furthering two causes. You're giving those other guys work, and you're putting Wardlow over. Wardlow. I called him Wardlow.
You did.
God, I got Wardlow on the brain because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to Wardlow this kid.
That's fantastic.
Brody. Brody's his name. Brody.
Listen, I called him Brodo. You called him Wardlow. It happens.
I called him at least yours was close. I called him a completely different wrestler. Even though this is what they're trying to Wardlow him.
But I do love me some Gonzo Bomb, dude. That fucking move is amazing. It's like a power bomb, but it's really a pile driver. It's fantastic. We get another fantastic, crazy Josh Alexander promo where he's walking with the camera. Wow.
I knew you would like this.
Wow, this is one of my favorite moments of the whole show. While Lance Archer's beating someone up in the background, and then as the camera pans back, see, this time they didn't actually make it look like he was doing anything. Last time you could see the foot in the bottom of the screen. But this time they panned back, and he's just dragging this dude along the floor.
Yep.
I want a promo like this every Saturday. Okay, every Saturday. Just have him beating up some stagehand backstage, say something crazy, and I'm happy. It at least gives me one thing to be look forward to for this stupid show. Oh man,
It
and
was fun.
and I just again, it's this whole thing where he's like just smiling and he looks so calm but also crazy while he's talking.
Yeah, he looks insane. His face looks insane. He looks like he has a screw loose.
Oh, that's great. All right, match 3, my match of the night: El Clone versus Commander.
It's my match of the night as well. Hot damn.
Um, First and foremost, I got rid of Clone's stupid sea entrance gear and gave him seizure-like lighting show
Yeah.
that I didn't
About had
notice.
a seizure.
That was what Joe said. I
No, oh no, it is flickery as hell.
He's actually our thumbnail.
Oh, yay.
And when I went back to
Please
get the
view
thumbnail,
video and
I still didn't notice the flickering.
dude, it was in his intro and the exit period. It
But
was going bananas.
these two put on honestly just a really good lucha match. There was
it
only
was
like one mess up, and it was when Commander went to go do a special rope arm drag, but like they bounced right out of it and went back to what they were doing.
Yep.
I hope Clone continues to impress like this. Like everything he goes to try to do, he lands. Commander had this gangster fucking like spinning 360 Hurricane Karana off the top, where like he jumped and spun off the top turnbuckle and then managed to catch El Clone's head on the way down. That was really cool looking. A lot of good wherewithal in the match, where like Commander would go to like he went to go do his run along the ropes move, and then Clone moved, so he just jumped off of the ropes. And
Yep, I'm glad you mentioned that because that always bothers me. It's a good like psychology thing. Like, oh, I know this guy does this, so I'm just going to move the fuck out of the way. Now, it
Right.
didn't save him from getting dived on, but he at least took that part out. It made him look a little smarter than the rest of the people that wrestle Commander.
Right. So yeah, just little things like that, and it would be for both of them. Like there was one where El Clone went to go do a move, and Commander got out of it because he knew it was coming as well. So
It was his finish. It was like the Blue Thunder Bomb he reversed into something else.
I wish his finisher was that modified.
Oh, the little driver thing he does.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's better than the portal bomb, at least for him.
I agree. Do the portal bomb first as like a setup, and then do that.
Right.
That way, you're still the clone, but you differentiated yourself.
Right. But yeah, I thought it was a fun little match, and it's all downhill from here, folks.
It sure is.
Match 4, Mina Shirakawa versus Lady Frost. After the match, Mercedes Moné vignette. Sorry. So
Mina wins.
there was something cool that happened. Mina got flowers at the beginning of the match, and then she got him super kicked into her face, which was fun.
Yeah. So Orange Cassidy must have been the one that gave her flowers.
That's who I think it was.
He's trying to really do this thruple thing. It's a thruple gimmick.
And
Yay.
in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they came from both him and
Tony. We'll see.
He's trying. So then, like I was saying, after the match, because Mina Shirakawa won with some submission.
It's like it's almost like Charlotte's figure four.
Right.
It's just like she lifts herself up while she's doing a figure four.
We get a Mercedes Moné vignette where she's covered in
Crazy
cake
Monet.
and pissed, and she says she's taking a break from AEW and she's going to show this she's going to show this company why the show needs her. I think she'll be back in like 2 weeks. But I do think
I hope not. I hope she does take some time off.
I
don't know what she's going to come back and do, but
I do think she needs to take enough time off to lose all of those titles that she's still holding on to. Now that she's no longer collecting the belts because she started dropping them, there's no reason for her to keep a hold of them.
she can just Matt Cardona them, man, and just FedEx them back to him.
Right?
Too soon?
No, it was funny. I I do hope that she does lose them though, and
Yeah.
we're done with this gimmick.
Watch our video about championships and
Yeah,
contracts.
championships and contracts, folks. It's a fun video.
It is fun. We had fun with it. We spoke a lot, like 48 minutes on some stuff, and
And
I still really, really, really love your idea for the C2 championship. That's what I'm going to call it from now on.
yeah, and what's funny is that actually kind of came off the cuff.
Good,
So.
even better.
But I would like for it to go that route. It won't, but it'd be fun.
No, Tony loves belts too much. God damn it. The whole fucking world loves belts too much. They've become just trinkets, but watch the video, people.
So then we got what Joe thought was the main event until I ruined his night. And I was like, no.
Yeah, you did. I was like, oh man, this show just flew by. Oh, there's still 2 more matches after this.
AEW TNT Championship match, which is Mark Briscoe and Hechicero, which honestly was better than I expected it to be match-wise. I just didn't care.
I can't get into Hechicero style.
Briscoe wins with a Jay Driller. The conglomeration
After
come out and
Hechicero
celebrate.
Hechicero worked on his arm the whole match.
Yeah.
So Nick loved it.
It was a fantastic thing. I loved it. Greatest thing ever. He's my wrestler of the year. Although, if ESPN's voting for fucking Dom
Mysterio.
for wrestler of the year, Hechicero could get it too. I don't fucking know.
He's AEW's wrestler of the year.
I at least think Hechicero's a better wrestler than Dom.
Easily. Dom's got the better gimmick, though.
Yeah, Dom does. Easily.
Yeah, very much so.
Now, if they said Dom had the gimmick of the year in WWE, I would be like, I could see it.
Sure. I totally understand that as well.
Anyways, so backstage, GYV, pretty young thing. Sorry, that's what always pops in my head when I say GYV. Grizzled Young Veterans.
It's confused the hell out of me.
You're welcome. I just went from wrestling to Michael Jackson back to wrestling. Kingston and Ortiz are face to face with the Grizzled Young Veterans. Honestly, a pretty decent little promo on the Grizzled Young Veterans side. I love what Kingston was saying too, though. Kingston was just like, "Dude, I win." They're like, "We don't know how you suck at everything you do." He's like, "But I win."
Kind of true, though.
Yeah, on both sides.
I actually think this match is going to be pretty good.
I do too. Grizzled Young Veterans are honestly a really good tag team. I wish would get more match time in AEW.
More exposure, period. They had like a little run in WWE that didn't amount to much, but they were grossly underutilized there as well.
They were. Match 6, High-End Maya World and Vert Vixen versus Babes of Wrath and Chris Statlander. So my notes for this match are pretty much Chris almost spiked Harley Cameron on her head during a tag team move.
Yeah, a little bit.
Stat gets the pin with her tombstone piledriver move on Vert Vixen.
Yep.
And this match was pretty meh. Which I expect nothing less.
They tried to make it a back and forth contest, but again, who thought these chicks had a chance against the 3 main women's champions all 3 women's champions?
Yeah,
they have all the belts.
Yeah, between the 3 of them, they have all the belts. Now, listen. If you at any point really wanted to fuck with people, you let the 3 women that aren't champs win this match.
That's only if you intend to do programs with those other 3 women.
But I'm just saying, we need matches like that to go that way, just so we can maintain the anything could happen idea.
Maybe you get that on Wednesday. Is it Wednesday that they're fighting
you mean when the Toxic whatever or another come in and probably do win because they're heels, and we're expecting it there though.
A little bit.
However, post match, Harley Cameron goes to celebrate. Tekla tells them to stop being disgusting, which I agreed with. Then she said she doesn't need fake friends. She has sisters. Stat says she can have sisters, but next week all 3 of them will call her Big Stat Daddy. It's like the coolest thing she's ever said on a mic. Uh,
Big stat daddy.
and honestly, it's not even that what she said was cool. It was her demeanor. She didn't come off as robotic like she normally does. She didn't. She didn't look like. She didn't sound like she was reading from a prompt. Like it felt like it came naturally from her, for once.
Yeah. One take too. Good for her.
Yeah. Maybe she needs to stick to 3-sentence phrases.
Boy, it would benefit her.
Donna's quote unquote live from Japan. They're celebrating Okada's win. Fletcher comes in and says they need to talk to Okada. Don says the only one who really got screwed was Okada. He didn't even want Fletcher in that tournament. He wants Fletcher to go after the TNT title. And I feel like they're starting to sprinkle seeds of
Yep.
Bullshit. Something somewhere is going to happen. Either
Because Fletcher had legit concerns, and Don brushed him off. He's got his Okada fucking fetish in full effect. Maybe we get a
do you think
two people turn.
Do you
Maybe
think
they
Proto
turn
Sheeta
on,
leave at the same time?
Maybe they kick Sheeta out, and like Kyle's standing there and he's not sure because Okada's barking orders and stuff, and he's got beef with Okada, and then Okada does what he started doing to Sheeta and like kind of pushes his face or something, and then we get Kyle. We get the babyface Kyle, even though he's not really a heel because
People
everybody
root for
loves
him.
him.
Yeah.
But that'd be an easy way to get him away from the Don Fallis family and into full babyface, push him to the moon, Kyle.
We could. This was like the one segment in the entire show that actually showed some character development.
I saw a clip online. It was the Kyle versus Kyle match from Collision a
Kyle!
few months ago. And it was, they were chanting, "This is Kyle, clap, 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 clap." And it was all the Kyle forever, clap, 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 clap. I was just like, oh man, that was a really good Collision. Mostly
Yeah, it
because of
was.
that match. But it was a really good Collision.
We get the Demand as the main event versus Jet Speed and Anthony Bowens. Shout out to Anthony Bowens for actually running to the ring to help his partners. That almost never happens.
Yeah, his partners just jumpstart the match at an immediate disadvantage. Like, you fucking idiots.
So I had told Joe that I thought the Demand was going to win, and then, or not the Demand. I thought that Anthony Bowens was going to get the pin, and then get jumped post match, and then Max Caster was going to come out and help, and I almost nailed it. In fact, there was a point where I actually thought he was going to get the pin there towards the end of the match.
Yep, I know what time you're talking about.
But Demand ends up winning off of their. At least it's a spine buster now, not whatever the fuck it was before. Not that it's much better, by the way, because they're definitely going at this different speeds when doing the spine buster, so the person did not land right.
Well, the height thing is off too. So, like, the one guy is so much bigger than the other guy.
It's
So, like, getting them at the same height, that's why the other move was slower, so you could actually line it up.
yeah. They just need to go back to whatever that other move was last week.
Yeah, whatever kind of vaulting cutter thing that they did. Was better.
But the Demand wins, and they start to jump Bowens. Matt Caster comes out, and like we don't know who he was directing. We don't know if he was like directing like Jet
I
Speed
thought
to
he
come
was
in,
directing the Demand
or-
to beat up Bowens more.
yeah, we don't know what it was. But eventually, Jet Speed came and started attacking them behind. Bowens slid in and started helping. And then all of a sudden, the Don Fallis family comes out, and it turns into a big brawl. Then the conglomeration comes out, and it's a fucking mess by the end of it.
The conglomeration and Roderick Strong.
Conglomeration, and it's just this big fight between all of them. we're gonna be was it Michael Cole and
Oh, don't compare me to Michael Cole. I want to be the other guy. I don't care who the other guy is. Corey Graves?
is it Corey? I think it's Michael Cole and Corey Graves, and I think you would be the Corey Graves in that situation because Michael Cole would always be like,
Nice.
"Yeah, we know who it is," and Corey would be like, "Oh no, we no,
you
it's
don't,
not.
Cole."
It's
How
El
we- the
Grande
Corey Graves
Americana."
part.
Um,
I'm going to sign New Day's petition as Corey Graves.
but no, it was just a big mess that I'm pretty sure is leading to what's going to end up being like a 6-on-6 match or some shit like that.
Hopefully on the pre-show.
At what pre-show?
I don't know. The next pre-show
In
to what is it?
3 months?
Revolution.
I don't
Yeah.
want to see this match for the next 3 months, Joe.
Well, you're going to. It's going to be the new 6 women's match. Okay. It's just going to be different variations each week.
Please don't. Um,
No, they need they need a blow off of some kind.
I'm not gay. Uh,
Oh yeah, Caster and Bowens. That segment from that promo, that little vignette segment from Wednesday was great. I watched that back, just that part, the whole thing. Great.
oh,
Great
dude,
TV.
it was amazing. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that they do on like their social media stuff that's so much better than the
That's
stuff
great.
that they put on
Dude,
TV, and it drives me crazy.
have you seen all the? They got a bunch of them where like they're all working jobs and stuff, and it's like where the
Yes.
wrestlers work. Those are great. Why don't they show those on
Those are
TV?
those classic ESPN commercials where
Yes. Why
ah
don't they show those on TV? They're great.
I have no clue. And well, so it's not even just that. So they also did for
The
Christmas.
White Castle stuff.
Well, for Christmas they did the Christmas commercial where it was like one of the I think it was, or maybe it was Thanksgiving, but Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryant, whatever. He was hosting everybody that come over for like Thanksgiving
Yeah,
dinner,
it's like vegan Thanksgiving.
and well, no, it wasn't even a vegan Thanksgiving thing. It was just everybody was coming over, and he was trying to keep the peace between people and shit. It was just really, really well done as far as the commercial goes.
Yeah, I didn't even see that one.
And dude, I just they do so much good work and put stuff on because I'm always seeing post match interviews and post match stuff that happens
Like
on
you can
Twitter.
still put that stuff on social media.
Yeah.
But that's the type of shit that needs to be on your TV.
That's the type of stuff people would go to watch. Like Tony's so worried about making sure it's so wrestling focused that he doesn't want like the story to ever be the focus. And I'm like, dude, you still
Dude,
need
you
story.
barely advertise anything. So right there, you've got a huge one up over fucking WWE. Like if they can, so I was talking to Kristen about this. The old NXT used to be an hour long, and it would have like 3 matches on it. Raw is almost 3 hours and has 4 matches on it. The rest of that time between those 3 hours is all advertising. It's sickening. But I digress.
Right.
I could bitch about advertising all freaking day.
Yeah. I they do so well, like I said, with a lot of their Twitter stuff.
Dude, the White Castle commercials that they're all in are funny
Oh.
as well.
when when Tony
Their
Storm's
Beacon
taking
Slam
people's
combo or
order.
whatever. Yeah. Why isn't that shit on their TV? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
Tony.
I have
Do
no
better.
clue.
You can put it on social media and the TV. It would save so many of these bad backstage segments if you just played funny things. Like, yeah, none of these backstage segments are going anywhere anyways.
Right? Listen. Just remember how much glee I have, Tony. When Josh Alexander is crazily staring into the camera saying stupid shit. I don't even care what he's saying. He could talk about wanting to eat lunch.
One.
He could talk about wanting to eat
Keep
lunch.
that one.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. Like that makes me so happy because it's so goofy. And like that's what I need more of. Is just more goofy shit.
But it's goofy serious.
Right.
Yeah, don't just be goofy for goofy's sake.
And honestly, do you want to know why today's show probably rubbed me as wrong as it did overall?
Enlighten me.
I spent 3 hours today watching the WWE Vault channel.
Oh yes, and it's the
And
Attitude
it's-
Era
and
stuff
they were sharing-
You messaged me earlier.
They were sharing Attitude Era story, and I couldn't turn it off, dude. I tried. I was like, man, I need to go and like play some more Red Dead. And then like I'm just sitting there watching, and I'm like, oh, I'll start it in like 20 minutes. And then like an hour passes. I'm like, oh, maybe in another 20 minutes, I'll. And but I wanted to sit there and keep watching, even though I've seen all of this shit before. Because
You sent me the Booker T goes to the grocery store thing, and I'm like, yes.
like that was on there. I got to see the part where, like there was the Triple H, Kurt Angle, Stephanie love triangle thing that was going on with Trish involved as well, doing different like. It was so well done. The story, like the storytelling, was just so good back then. Even though they would have a fuck up every now and again, storytelling wise, like the stupid things that everyone always complains about. I can't remember what the Katie Vick thing.
Oh, yeah. And that's just. So the problem with a lot of that stuff is that was all being done to the service of one immature man
Right.
who, yeah.
Look, I thought the Katie Vick
Vince's
stuff was
sense of humor
hilarious.
is weird. Well, you're a little off, and I love you. But you're a little
look, Triple H climbed into a coffin to make love to a blow-up doll that was in the coffin. Like, that's what people don't understand. It wasn't a real person.
No, they were treating the storyline like it was legitimate.
No, they weren't.
I'm talking about the people complaining at home.
Oh, yeah. It's so silly. But no, my head is fucked. I will not deny that. But no, I think so much of the Attitude Era, and don't get me wrong, there is a lot of stuff actually wrong in the Attitude Era, like how the women were treated, things like that. Puppies. But I don't know. Like I said, the writing was still better for most of the actual story plots.
No, the character work was better.
That too.
The people actually being the characters were better.
That too.
Because they were more like themselves, just turned up to 11, and not just manufactured at the fucking performance center.
Oh, it made me miss Rock and Austin so much, dude. Like, so much of it was focused. Like, there was a match where I got to watch. It was Rock and Austin versus Kurt Angle and Triple H, I think.
That sounds about right.
Or maybe it was Jericho and somebody. I think it was...
Certainly plausible.
But it was so good. So good. Yeah. And I'm just like, dude, we don't get shit like that. We don't get the character work. Like, I don't know, dude. I can sit here and bitch about things not being how they used to be all day. It doesn't do us any good. Because, I mean...
No, that shit's never coming back, sadly.
Oh, it was so good, though.
Just like the giant corporation that is the WWE is not going to advertise less to make less money. If anything, they'll find ways to do it more.
Yeah.
Because profit.
That I will always bitch about, though. I don't care.
No, I agree. But profit.
But all right, guys. That's going to do it. That's the end of our show. It's 33 minutes. Hopefully you enjoyed. We will talk to you guys for Raw.
Yay.
Yay. Anyways, deuces.
Later.